Hunter, good morning. What are you tracking for a Thursday?
Good morning, guys. Tracking a warmer and much more windy day on tap. We'll climb to those mid-60s, but the winds will be the big story of today as that can ramp up our fire danger. As for right now, it's a much warmer start out there. 41 looking north on Highway 52. Those winds already still rather breezy, south-southwesterly, around 13 miles per hour. We're holding on into the 30s for some of us in North Iowa, even closing in on freezing for Mason City and Forest City at 34. But still, we're rather around 10, even 20 degrees higher at this point than yesterday. So that just shows you that we are starting off warmer and we're going to be climbing to much more warmer conditions later on into the afternoon. That warm air in combination with the dry soils and the strong winds that are anticipated today, that's going to keep our fire danger at the critical level, maybe through tomorrow, and we'll stay warm with the winds dying off into the weekend. And then eventually we could be cooling off into next week. As for this morning, we are starting off cool, not terrible, into the 30s and 40s, but it will be becoming much more windy and our temperatures will be climbing to those upper 50s by around lunchtime. We'll peak in the afternoon with winds gusting around 35 to 40 miles per hour, especially in southeast Minnesota. But heading into tomorrow, still looking rather windy, but not as windy. Still, you won't really be able to tell the difference. Around 30 mile per hour gusts will still be occurring. As for that fire danger, yeah, it's going to be critical thanks to those strong winds and the warm air, but our relative humidity values will be dropping down potentially into the teens for percentages, and that is going to be prime for fire development. We do have that red flag warning in place for the entire viewing area from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. today. So that is showing you that the National Weather Service, along with us here at KIMT, are confident in this forecast that fires can spread very rapidly if they do spark. In fact, we are holding on to high fire danger in terms of the wildfire index for southeast Minnesota and in portions of North Iowa too. Just don't burn today whatsoever. That is the name of the game. In fact, it is illegal to burn in many of our North Iowa counties with burn bans in place until further notice. And it looks like these will be continuing throughout maybe the next 2 weeks, thanks to no rainfall at all anticipated in the forecast, at least significant rain. Even if you're in southeast Minnesota, you're not under a burn ban, still don't burn because it's still going to be a very prime environment for fires to develop. The main driving factor in this is a lack of rainfall. We have received less than 3/4 of an inch of rain over the past month from September 17th to today. That is the 9th driest stretch in record-keeping history in Rochester. So that just shows you how dire this will be. As for the next 10 days, we're in the 60s today, 70s tomorrow, maybe even the mid-70s by Sunday. But eventually, we do tip down back to around average into the mid-50s by the time we get to Wednesday and Thursday, guys.
And that's where we should be at, right?
That is where we're supposed to be, generally around 55, 56 degrees by that time.
Have to enjoy a little bit more warmth here then.
Yes, that's what we got to do.
All right. Thanks, Hunter.